Timoeus. Every rectilinear plane is composed of triangles. The triangles of each creature are composed at the very outset with the capacity of holding out for a certain definite time, beyond which its life cannot be prolonged. Every form of body has depth, and depth must be bounded by plane surfaces.
Water does upon earth can alone cause the combined mass to melt and become liquid. In this class, those which have less water than earth are all kinds of glass and all stones that are called fusible, and those which contain more water include all formations like wax and frankincense. Archer Hind 2015.
Kurt. Location Western Australia. Posted December 26, 2018. This topic is intended to continue the discussion in another recent thread. New to clay, need help with firing temperatures, which had digressed somewhat from the topic raised by the OP. Bill Klebe asked what mechanisms make clay less dense and begin to bloat when severely overfired, say, 3 or more cones higher than recommended. The reason clay bloats when severely overfired is due to the off-gassing of decomposing clay body materials and/or the regassing, coming out of solution, of previously dissolved gas bubbles. As temperatures increase, thousands of small air pockets make bubbles which start inflating the now glassy clay body like air in a balloon, or blowing into very thick honey with a straw. Chemically and microstructurally, this phenomenon was discussed somewhat in another thread in November 2015 entitled Bubble, Bubble, Toil and Trouble, started by High Water, on page 2 of that thread. It is the same kind of off-gassing that initially results in small bloats on the clay body surface when a body is mildly overfired. See some pictures in a thread called Pictures of Bloating Close-Up. Just much more exaggerated. Anyone who has broken open some severely overfired, i.e. melted mess, earthenware will notice that it looks like a honeycomb candy bar inside. For those that have no idea what honeycomb candy is, think of heavily leavened bread. Or a sponge. Lots and lots of small round holes or pores, separated by thin glassy walls. Of course, the individual roundish pores in an overfired, very glassy, clay body are very different from the pores in an underfired clay body, which are more like small twisty cave-like passages between large chunky particles. I agree with Minute and Bill that when seriously overfired, clay density may become less dense compared to the density at the proper maturing temperature, because every cubic centimeter of clay will contain a lot of these little air bubbles suspended in a very glassy mass, and hence would weigh less than a cubic centimeter of solid glass, using weight as a proxy for density. Clay this overfired does sound clunky when ticked due to this porous structure, and I know what you are talking about and have seen it myself.